Hey guys, in today's video I'm going to be teaching you how to bleach the knots on your lace frontals and your lace closures. This here is a 4x4 lace closure, and then this is a lace frontal. It has some nice pre-made baby hair, but it also has the black dots that look like ants in the parting, and I just want to get rid of that. So let's get started. So I'm going to take a mixing bowl and just a spatula or some kind of utensil to mix everything around and apply it with. You can use a makeup brush and it will work just fine. I'm going to take my BW powder. It's basically just a bleaching powder. It comes with a little cup. I took about 4.5 to 5 scoops of my powder. If you are just doing a closure or a frontal, you definitely would use much less, but I have to make sure that I cover both of these. And so your next step is going to be to choose a developer. I have a 30 volume cream developer here as well as a 40 volume cream developer, and basically the 40 volume is what I'm going to go with today because it's going to bleach the knots a little bit faster. So I'm going to just take and you can do this part gradually, but you just kind of want to make it look like cake batter. As you can see, I need a little bit more, so I'm going to add a little bit more. You do not want to make it too thin because you want this to be thick enough so that it does not run through your closure and onto your actual hair. So when it's really thick like this, like cake batter, and it doesn't move, this is the perfect consistency to make sure that it's not runny and it does not go through the lace. I've also prepped 2 large pieces of foil. So let's get started. I'm going to start with my closure first. If you have flyaways or baby hairs, you just want to take and lightly spray it down. And use a brush or a comb, a clean brush or a comb, to lay all the flyaways down because you don't want them to bleach. You can lay it on the foil so that it'll be easy to have it already there. And as you can see, the product is so thick that it's not just going to drop onto the closure, which is exactly how we want it. And you kind of just want to dab it on there. So this is basically what it should look like, nothing special. You want to just make sure that you cover the entire lace area. I'm no Picasso, I'm a lefty, so I do everything a little bit messy. So if I can do this, you can do this too. You just want to make sure that you definitely get the very front of it so that you don't have any black dots left on your hairline, because it's easy to forget to do that. And then you also want to take it all the way around. If you just wanted to have it done in like a specific area, you could definitely just do that and not do the whole thing. I'll show you that with the frontal, but for now we're going to just take and we're going to let this process. So now we're going to do the frontal. It is a 13-inch by 14-inch frontal, so we do have a lot more space to cover. But first, let's do that process of making the baby hair all go in the same direction, because this does have baby hair that goes in the opposite way. And I'm just going to spray the hairline down just a little bit. That way I don't have to worry about the flyaways getting bleached. So as I was saying before, a lot of you may only utilize a specific area of the lace. For example, if you only do a middle part, you can just bleach only the area that you're going to use. I personally want to utilize my entire lace closure, so I'm going to proceed to bleach the entire thing. So I did use 4 to 5 scoops of my BW bleaching powder, and as you can see, I used all of it as well as the corresponding developer. So now that that's done, I'm going to cover this up and let I wrap them both in foil lightly. I don't press the foil against it. I just wanted to be able to process the right way. And I let this sit for about 25 minutes. This was done, the lace closure was done 5 minutes ahead of time. So obviously I would check this one first, and then once I check this one, I would check this one 5 minutes later. Usually it's not done in 25 minutes, but I do like to make sure that I do not over process these units, because that's when you will get a lot of fallout and shedding from your closures if they're over processed. So after 25 minutes, I check and I see the progress, and if it's not ready, I will go for another 10 minutes, and if it's still not ready, I will keep checking it about every 5 minutes until I can see through the lace that all of the knots are bleached, and then from there we will shampoo. So it's about 35 minutes later, and my closures should be done. Let's check this one. So my closures should be done, and how I check it is I just go through the hair and I kind of see if the dots are bleached, and mine are definitely bleached. I don't know if you can see that, but there are no black dots. So I'm gonna go ahead and rinse this out. So now that I've gotten all the bleach off of it, I'm gonna shampoo. But first, I will show you what it looks like. I don't know if you can see that, but this is what it looks like now. So basically, it looks like scalp. So the first shampoo I'm going to use is this neutralizing shampoo and conditioner, and it's by Isoplus. And it basically is supposed to be able to stop the bleach from working. So that's the main reason I'm going to use this, is because even though I took all of the bleach off of here, there may be some left behind, maybe just some residue, and I want to make sure that if there's anything left, it'll stop working. That way my closure will not end up over processed. And I do take a generous amount. And I'm gonna go one more time. Now I'm gonna let this one sit while I work on the other. And you can see through this closure that all throughout the parting, it just looks natural and scalp-like. You will be able to pluck out some of the hair if it is too dense for you, but for the most part, it is very natural and scalp-like. So that's what it looks like. So I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna take my Isoplus neutralizing shampoo and conditioner, and I'm gonna wash it twice. Okay, so the next step is your Shimmer Lights shampoo. This is basically going to take away any brassiness you may see in the hair or in the closure. And usually this will help get rid of some of that oranginess that you will get in your lace after you've bleached the knots. As you can see, it has a gorgeous purple color, and this is going to take away all of that oranginess and that brassiness. It's going to take away all of that orange tone and the brassiness that you kind of see sometimes in your closures when you bleach the knots. I would not skip out on this step because even when you think that you're okay, you sometimes get that orange cap and it doesn't look good. So this is going to help to make sure that we don't have that problem. We're going to add the purple shampoo to the funnel. Keep in mind that I did demonstrate a frontal and a closure in this video, so if it seems like I did a lot of steps, it's because I was doing two things at once, but all of the steps are key, major key. Look at that, look at that. That's why you want to do it. All these steps is because you get that kind of result, flawless. Also, deep condition your hair on your wefts. I will be doing it along with the bundles after I dye the hair black. So that is how I bleach my knots on my closures and my frontals. I hope that this video was helpful for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we will see you in the next one.